say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Knights offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Trying play action. Turns it loose. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So the Pitt Panthers offense will go to work for the first time today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football.
Gonna take a shot. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Lets it fly. Had it right in his hands in the middle of the field, and it trickled to the ground. It'll be fourth down. The Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Looking for room, it's Russell. Turning it on! They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that's a gift, right? Like, he was pretty dang open, and that drag route came open, and he had a chance to catch that, chew up some yards, but the defense will take it. And I'll tell you what, when you go over the middle, man, you got to have some courage. And I don't know if he felt some pressure and some bodies around him, but that was a clear drop.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Knights send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the return. He's got great speed.
I think that's why this punt return unit, they love blocking for this guy because they know with his speed, he can change the game. He can put 6 on the board in a heartbeat. You just get one block. You give this guy one little crease, man, he could be gone.
He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Safe completion on the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to go up top on first down. Hucks it out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back him off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding him? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speed.
Throws toward the end zone. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Jenkins. Oh, he's got some space. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
Wants to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Motion from the wideout. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Breaks the tackle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Knights started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, that linebacker is athletic. He can make tackles in space against very athletic dudes. That receiver's not an easy guy to bring down. That linebacker got him down quick.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Now the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by the defense, just being very sound, understanding what they were seeing, and going again. A lot of times these running backs force missed tackles and make you miss and make big plays. This defense did a good job of not letting that happen.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Panthers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Davis will throw. Got his man to the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I think on that play, you Why, this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
It'll be a draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on the...
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Breaks into the open. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Really nice job and poise by the quarterback there, right? Because it's third down. You just got sacked the play prior, but you do a nice job in the pocket. You get through your progression. It's not open. You take off and run. Pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs there. Really good job by the QB showing off his poise.
Throws toward the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense now. They haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've got no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
And the Panthers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Davis looking to pass. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Knocked away, incomplete, and quarters get tight in the red zone.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Panthers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off play action. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Panthers. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these 2 teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Power football with the run. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The run to the left. There he goes. Powers through. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. The short hands, it's Thomas. At the 40, there he goes. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know what it is. It changes everything. Maybe that's the play they needed to finally get some points on the scoreboard before the half.
Makes the catch. It's Jenkins. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. The Knights with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did. And that ends up being an interception.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Under fire. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some rules to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Quick completion on the out route. each game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Pitt does here. Davis will throw. Trying to find the end zone. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Throw to the end zone, picked off. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe old KC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown?
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the pass is complete. He's got it at the 20. And that's where he'll go down. An explosive play moves the sticks. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. Davis looking to pass. Got his man on the right. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Off the play fake. Now rolling to the left. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And the returner will be knocked down. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Short completion last play. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Dropping back, it's Fowler Nicolosi. With the catch, it's Thomas. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. The Knights are on the move.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. The play action fake. Wide open downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, UCF! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Using the quick game. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Davis will throw. Trying to set up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Panthers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Buying some time. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Smashes through the tackle. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
He's got him. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Davis looking to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
The offense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Panthers in a good spot here with second and short. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. So we open the final period with a third down play. Takes it from the gun on third down. Caught in the backfield, it's Russell.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed, and you saw it right there.
Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the tight end. Got a man, it's Fox. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Off-play action on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Farmer. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Working that left side now. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They just can't seem to cover this guy. He keeps getting open, even when he's running out of space on the sideline.
Yeah, running out of space, they're still going to feature him. They see the matchup, and look at the balance and the coordination and just knowing where I'm out on the field to get the feet inbounds and secure the catch. What a play and what a day for this young man.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Barrels ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Knights. Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
I'll tell you, it's tough to complete 2-point conversions. Obviously, very small windows to throw into. Couldn't come away with that one. Let's see how that affects the outcome.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And the Panthers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. First down, 10 yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Wants to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Hamilton. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal. The defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Right back to the well. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football. They're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive. Into
the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pitt.
Man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
UCF 16.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Running to Green.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
The Knights moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Got his man quickly. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Offense, quick tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires left. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.